Yo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. So, episode 1, Rebuilding Texas. So, here we go. We're going to, of course, go with Mack Brown. Move Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC. And then we're going to get this thing right up, man. Right up and going. So, as you know, when Texas was a really good team, a powerhouse, they had the Vince Young days. We were winning, won the national title. Against USC, we beat the GOAT, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, and all those college players, which was probably, at least during my time, the most dominating college team that I've seen was USC around that time. Reggie Bush was unstoppable. But anyways, you see in the background that I'm changing Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC, and I'm putting them in the East so that way we can still have the shootout. And of course, I have a video of that. I will be playing on Heisman and doing everything the right way. And then, of course, try to just push more videos out for y'all. So for my upgrades, at level 1, of course, we always going to go recruit till that's maxed out. That's the most important thing when it comes to trying to rebuild a powerhouse. You got to have your recruits. You got to be able to scout, at the cheapest and find out all the information as early as possible. So let's get ready to set up our draft board, and then we're going to go from there and see what players we can grab, first year. Because that's the most important thing. You want to, try to get the best of the best. But real quick, we're going to look at the schedule and just see what the strength of schedule is. So we got an A right now. As you see, play Georgia, Oklahoma, Florida, TCU, Kentucky, Iowa State. So it's going to be a rough year, but if we knock them out, then we'll be good. So right now, as you can see, I just got to the recruiting board. You see, I got a couple of 5 stars that I'm number 1 with. Of course, we would love to have the running back and the athlete, but we just have to see what those players are. So let's go down the recruiting board and see what we have here. So right now we have this Ryan Allen quarterback. So I'm going to add him to the draft board, and then we're going to move over to running back. And remember, I got a 5 star, so of course, Booth, we probably have no chance of getting him. But I'll take the speed back Lynch. And we'll get into, scouting and stuff like that later on in the video. But it's always a method to the madness when it comes to recruiting, especially if you're taking like a weaker team and trying to recruit. Later on in the weeks, around like week 7, week 8, you can actually go back to the recruiting board, check your interest level. The lock percentage. If you check the lock percentage and just sort it out, you can find like 5 stars and 4 stars that are still at like 15 to 17%, and they haven't made up their mind. Those players right there, you can actually, steal. You just have to, of course, offer them like a lot of points per week and stuff like that. But when they're low like that, that means either a lot of teams haven't gave them like no points for the week or any interest during the week. So they're pretty much just sitting ducks, and you can steal those recruits and end up, stealing 4 stars or good 5 stars. So right now, as you've seen, we had a lot of our receivers that wanted to come, which is always good. And then we have a 4-star tight end that runs a 4.52, so that'll do us real good. I'm always big on like wide receivers and quarterbacks, because that's pretty much what makes the college game, man. If you have a good quarterback, a good wide receiving core. Running backs, if you have a really, really fast one, is real good, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, we're trying to get some offensive linemen. That's always big in the recruiting game. We got all these guards that we're number 1 with. So, of course, throughout the week, we'll have to scout them and make sure that they're not bust. But for now, we'll pick them up just to pick them up. He got a 75 overall 2 stars, so that's almost a steal right there easily. So I'm really big on having like a really, really good defense. I want to have a dominating line and then dominating cornerbacks. Because I like to blitz a lot on NCAA 14. And I can't wait till EA Sports actually brings back, I think we'll get NCAA 2023. I think that's what the news was. It won't come out this year, of course, because it's too late now, but we'll get it next year. And I hope they don't mess it up, because I'm almost done with Madden completely, and I think when NCAA comes back out, I'll probably never pick up Madden again, because I feel like they don't put a lot of like emphasis into like franchise mode and stuff like that. It's more of a MUT, Madden Ultimate Team, and stuff like that. Building like even on 2K, building like a mod team. They care more about getting your money than caring about the gameplay itself, in my eyes anyway. So as you can see, we're still going down the recruiting board. We have middle linebackers. We're gonna switch to cornerback. As you see, cornerbacks right now, I got a lot of 3 stars, but nothing that just stands out. I love how that that cornerback Hayford. You see if we can steal him and McCarthy, if that's possible. But I love having fast cornerbacks and hard hitting safeties. Linebackers and stuff is usually you can have a weak linebacking core and they'll still do good. Of course, sometimes I play on a linebacker, so as long as he can move around fast enough, then I can make him look good in college. As you can see right here, we had this strong safety, and then we're gonna move on to see what athletes we have. So this video is just strictly just looking at the recruiting board. Of course, doing my little intro to Mack Brown going back to Texas and rebuilding the powerhouse. So hopefully you enjoyed the quick little video. The next video I will be going through showing you some of the players, probably after like week 2 or 3, and show you like some of them that are fully scouted out, and see which ones I already committed, and see where I rank in recruiting. But for now, this is the recruiting board. This is what we're starting with. So till next time, man. Peace.